Step 1 is relatively straightforward. There are basically 4 main aims, and they are to teach the children the first 18 letter sounds, making sure that each child learns them very well, how to write the 18 letters correctly, how to blend words that use the 18 letters, and lastly, how to write words that use the 18 letter sounds. Now, these letter sounds are taught one after the other in the following groups, and there are 6 letter sounds in each group. The sounds linked to the letters in group 1 are S, A, T, I, P, N. In group 2, K, E, H, R, M, and D. And in group 3 are G, O, A, O, F, and B. Now for reading, the children need to know that when they see the letters, they have to say the relevant sounds, such as A, H, G, A, R, and so on. Of course, it is important to start at the beginning with the first letter sound, which is S. And as soon as the children see this letter, they have to say S. Now for writing, the children need to be shown how to form the letters correctly, and in this case the S letter sound. Whether they're being shown on the board, like this, they have to learn to go up to the dotted line, round, when they're under where they started, go round again. S. Or on paper, the children follow the dots to guide the formation. S. S. And then they try on their own, starting on the dot and saying the sounds. And by writing the letters and saying the sounds at the same time, it helps the children to remember them. However, before the children even start to write, it is well worth teaching them how to hold their pencil. And this doesn't come naturally, and the children need to be shown how to do it. And I used to get the children to wiggle their fingers, hide 2 of them. The pencil went between the thumb and the first finger, and the third finger stopped it falling on the ground, and the hand would rest on the table. And the aim was to make the movement come from the fingers. And it was very important to get the knuckles going out. And it is the same grip whether the child is right-handed or left-handed. We know that bad habits are very difficult to get rid of, and that is particularly true with letter formation and pencil hold, which is why it is so important to get it right from the beginning, whether the children are at home or at school. Now next, the children need to know the letter sound A. Now we have the S and the A. And the A is formed in a very similar way to the S. It goes up to the dotted line, and instead of wiggling round, it goes right round and up to the top and down again. A. Now some schools use print letters without the joining tail. It doesn't matter which style is used, it's just a matter of personal preference. But on this website, the free materials have been provided in both styles. The next letter sound is T. So now we have the S, the A, and the T. Now this T is a tall letter, and it needs to start a bit higher than the dots. So it goes down to the dot, to the writing line, round, and the stick goes across on the dots. T. Now is an interesting time because we can start to teach the children how to read words by blending the letter sounds and listening for the words. But at this stage, there are only 2 suitable words that use the 3 letter sounds, and they are sat and at. The children need to be shown how to blend the words. S-at, sat, and at. It helps the children to hear the word if the first sound is said a little louder and the others whispered quickly afterwards. S-at, sat. It also works well to demonstrate it the first time, then encourage the children to do it with you and then by themselves. And this type of activity provides the necessary repetition that is needed for developing the skill of blending.